I'll have this up again. Again, I'm Rick Butler. You can get me there at that email. There's my direct phone. Anything that we do in the GPS book or in this video, you can find at that website /S27. That's surfacetearsystem.com, S27. You can go there and get free forms. You can get blank practice scripts, and also you can get us there too. So anything that you don't get and want more information on, jot that down. I'll have it again in the presentation. S27, a new way to conduct 7-on-7. We had a conversation in one of our S2A webinars, and Coach Hargett actually said, hey, I wish I could find a way to run a 7-on-7 drill that would look like a football game, and it would also allow us to do RPOs. And this is where S27 was born. This is a better way, quite frankly, to run a 7-on-7 drill, because you know it, and it's an age-old complaint by coaches, but yet we still keep doing the same thing over and over and over. We go to a 7-on-7 tournament, we have a 7-on-7 drill, and let's say that we're emphasizing offense. Well, the linebackers are playing at 8 yards depth. The coverage is too high, with the too high playing at about 15 to 18 yards deep, man under. This does not equate to what you're going to see on offense on Friday night or game day, or what you're going to do on defense on game day. You're simply trying to win a drill or win a tournament, but you're not helping kids get better for the game. Thus, it's not a true look. And that's been the age-old question, but we keep doing it. Hey, I'm a wing T guy. I go to a 7-on-7. It doesn't help my offense, it helps my defense some. What can we do? This is the advent of S27. And it's a better way to do it. So we're going to take a couple of shells and apply S27 and teach this concept. So what S27 does different than 7-on-7, it brings in a offensive tackle and a 5 technique. The offensive tackle can go left or right depending on the concept you call. And the 5 technique here, the end in the triangle, mirrors that tackle. So if the tackle goes to the right side, the 5 technique would go over. There are 3 movements that the offensive tackle can make. And again, this is all detailed in the GPS book for you. I'm just going over the highlights. He can make 3 moves as the offensive tackle. He can turn out, which is just a quick set turnout right there that we call lock. He can veer release inside, or he can pass set. The 5 technique is working on his stance, his alignment, his key, his read, and his first step. So when the tackle locks or turns out, they'll make a small amount of contact and then they're dead. The 5 technique does not rush the quarterback, and he does not get into pursuit. Now, oh, that's not enough. Well, it's more than they're ever doing in a 7-on-7, because again, what these kids are working on is, number one, they're involved, because all linemen, the age-old thing, what do we do when y'all do 7-on-7? Well, now you were giving them something to do. You can also get your guards involved in this to play tackle. But they're involved. They're working on their stance. They're working on proper alignment. They're working on first step, and that's offense and defense. They're working on their key, their read, their hand placement, their foot placement, etc. So they're getting better. They're getting coached. And we're running a concept. So right here with this locked bubble pop, the quarterback can actually hand the football off, especially if the left mic is deep and he hits on that tight end pop right there real quick, that sniffer pop. We'll just hand the football off. It's a real deal. Now here's another thing that you need to note about what we do different in S27. We put flags, as in flag football, on all the offensive people. It makes the defense compete, it makes the offense compete, because the play does not stop until the flag is pulled. We can do this in full pads, in practice during the week, or we can do this in all shorts during the middle of the summer. we get the same thing out of it. We get the same true reads. The linebackers are going to have to play true. Next thing is just a quick set, quick pass. So the left tackle there is going to do a quick set. 5 technique is going to come off the ball. He's going to set up his pass rush, and they're dead. We don't ask them to go to the next level. And so the 5 technique is not rushing the quarterback. You don't have to worry about the quarterback hitting his thumb on the 5 techniques hand, helmet and breaking his hand. It's just, again, a way that the left tackle there in this case and the 5 technique are working on alignment and stance, first steps, hand placement, hat placement, footwork, and reactions. Now we're just running a quick game. But again, that Mike is in the box. He's tight in the box because we have the potential to hand the football off, so the defense has to play true. Another look is, and the third thing we ask the tackle to do is a veer inside release. Now the 5 techniques got to decide if he's going to step hard inside and take the back away, or if he's going to feather. The quarterback is either going to make a pre-snap read or a post-snap read. If he's going to make a post-snap read and bring it all the way out to the left side, if that 5 technique chases heels and goes down to the back, he's going to bring it out to the next level off of left Mike and run the ball or throw the ball there. If the 5 technique feathers, he hands football off. The Mike better play true. Play action pass. So based on the other things that we just showed, we can make a play action pass effective because the defense is going to give us a true reaction. Let's bring S27 home now and actually see the very first time that we ever did a S27 practice, and this is actually against another team. The big thing to note is we can do this in full pads or we can do it in the summer out of pads. It's a better way to do 7-on-7 because it gives you a true test of football. I'm not going to belabor each one of these points, and I'm not going to get stuck on scheme, but it will give you an overview of exactly what it is. And again, you can go to surface-to-air-system.com/S27 and you can watch the full length video of this, of just the practice video. So it's another resource for you. So here's a locked inside zone and we're reading out the RPO. So again, there you see we've got the 5 technique. He has his shirt off on the right side and we're in a sniffer set there. And the linebackers are boogered up there, looking just like linebackers would look in a regular Friday night game. We do a lock, linebackers depth, and we just handed the football off. Here's a front door read, and we're doing a pre-snap to the front door. Notice how the left Mike, in this case, kid with the hat on backwards, he's going to react up to the quarterback flash fake, and the quarterback's already decided he's going to throw up top to the front door grass slant. The linebacker reacts, and the quarterback has a perfect window to throw the grass slant. Notice how all the offensive people have flags on, so there's a competition. Now we're reading the 5 technique, and the 5 technique feathers, and so we give it on the inside zone. Again, this is something you cannot do, nobody does in 7-on-7 because people don't respect it. But by entering in your offensive tackle, entering in your 5 technique, and having the threat of the run, now people are going to have to play you honest and fair. So here we are, quarterback is deciding what to do. The left tackle there, in this case up top, is going to veer release. The 5 technique that's down in the 3-point stance in the black shirt is going to feather. Quarterback's going to hand. Again, it's not a great gain, but it's a, it's a true look. Holding the linebackers to hit the vertical route here. So again, just the threat of the run makes the linebackers play true, and it opens up things behind them. We don't want that 5 technique rushing in there to the quarterback. Again, once they make their read, it's done. And here's a true reaction right here off a play action pass. So the offensive is getting a true look, the defense is getting a true look, and we're executing a play action pass well. See, again, all offensive players have their flags on. Kids are getting coached. Kids are lining up correctly. The offense is going to run a play action pass up top. Defense reacts. That linebacker gets pissed off and throws his hands up. So that is a good look at S27. Already given on the screen my name, Rick Butler, my phone number even, and my email. We've even got a website if you want to go onto the website and look at reference sheets, blank practice schedules, anything that you need to make game practice system a part of your practice in whole or in part. We want to serve you with surface to air system, so contact us.